Are you ready to be fired up? Because I sure am. I have Alex Mayer with us here. He is a former cold caller turned digital marketer, has his time back, actually works less and makes more. We're going to be talking about what he's doing right now that's working in real estate, how he has become a top producer and an authority in his space, as well as why he joined us at EXP. He is now a part of my organization. So Alex, super happy to have you.
Thank you, Krista. Excited to be here.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit. Tell us, where you're from, how long you've been in the business, kind of talk about your journey in real estate, what you used to do as compared to now, and what's working for you.
Yeah, so I've been a real estate professional for 7.5 years. So I still like to think that I'm pretty young in the business. To think that it's been 7 years now is kind of crazy to me. I've been a licensed associated broker for 3.5 years. In my market, just last year, I won best real estate agent for the city. The year before, I got runner up, which really got me going for winning the year before. Nominations just got over. I don't know if I was in there yet, but I can't imagine I wasn't. Anyways, when I first got in the business, I actually joined.
You're competing with somebody who has like 30 something agents under her, right?
That's who I lost to the first year. And I don't know how close it was. And that's what really irked me to really push myself to get after it the next year. So yeah, the goal has always been to win it twice. So here we are. Well, when I first got in the business, I was really blessed. My real estate broker at the time, they were the top team in the city. They actually disbanded in 2018. I was one of those agents. I started on a 50-50 split, and I don't fault people for doing that. That was actually a good plan for me. It taught me how to have the appropriate conversations, how to establish a pipeline, how to work people throughout the process and get them throughout that process. We were on 50-50 splits though. And our primary job was to make phone calls to people who had registered on online leads. So primarily Google leads. We were making phone calls of anywhere between 2 and 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. The goal was always to hit 2 appointments a week, which I still keep that as a baseline to this day. After 18 months, that broker actually disbanded. He made too much money and decided to check out, which I totally understand. At that point, I decided to go independent. I joined an independent brokerage with just a desk fee at 100% commission. I was with them for 5 years. I was their top agent for the last 4 years, in part a good deal to you, Krista. I hired Krista in January of 2019. So if that gives people an idea of how that trajectory went. But those first 2.5 years in the business, I was still prospecting 2 to 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And that is a hamster wheel. That means if I take a day off, that's going to affect my pipeline. That's going to affect my sales. It's going to affect me 90 days down the road. And my first year in the business, first full year anyways, was the first year that I made over 6 figures in my life. I thought that was going to make me happy. And I realized once I hit that number, that I was still working 50 to 60 hours a week, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do on the side. And that was when I decided, well, a year later, after I went independent, went through all that, to hire Krista. I found Krista through her book, Sell 100 Plus Homes a Year. Still one of my favorite books, one of the books that I recommend people to read within their first 30 days getting into the real estate industry. My core values in business are education, communication, responsiveness. They really show up in every way in which I go about my real estate business and my life. My personal life core values are freedom, intentionality, and service. I like to make sure that I have time to myself, be able to do what it is I want. I'm very clear and intentional about what I do with my time. I'll talk a little bit about this later, but today I probably only work anywhere between 15 and 20 hours a week. Again, a big part of that is due to the attraction marketing strategy that you taught me. I'm also very big on making sure that I'm explaining things to people in an easy to understand way, whether that's clients or the agents that I've mentored over the course of the years. I don't think that it does a good service for the client to really overwhelm them with lingo, if that makes sense. I want people to walk away from a conversation with me being like, hey, I think I can do this now. I think I can go out there and make that work. So every time in any interaction, whether it's in real estate or it's in life, I want people to walk away from a conversation with me feeling like they got something good out of it and that it's actually going to help them do better. It's a personal ambition. It's on my personal manifesto every day to make sure that everyone that I come in contact with feels like they got something good out of it, right? But after hiring Krista, my time working went down, my sales went up dramatically. Within the first 30 days, I think I like quadrupled my referrals at that point. It was pretty amazing. It wasn't so much, the fact that I was getting online leads from running ads on Facebook and these videos that you teach, right? It was so much that people couldn't forget that I was in real estate, right? And they decided that, I was someone who was doing consistent business, and that was someone that they wanted to speak to, right? And I slowly got to the point where over the course of time, I figured out ways to really maximize those first 3 to 4 hours every day to make it so that I'm moving the needle forward on my business every single day. I always break it down to that morning before 11 a.m. That's my offensive period. After 11 o'clock, that's my defensive period. That's when I'm going to be out on appointments, out on showings, and doing inspections. Before that, my offensive period, that's prospecting, that's video recording, that's editing, that's doing basic things like that. Not saying that I do the editing myself anymore. I hire people. I am a big person who's always looking for his who's to help out with stuff. I'm doing that where I'm at right now with my current plans with my future, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Ultimately, I did really well on my own over at Council Realty. I'm not an agent who's here to blow up the world and do 100+ transactions like Krista Mashore. I'm much more intentional about my time. I would much rather work with people who are relatable, easy to work with. They're going to listen to me. They're going to respect me, which is huge. And that's going to give me the lifestyle that I want to live. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't do a lot of business. I do a lot of business. But my goal has never been to sell 100+ homes. Maybe it will be. Maybe that's the next mountain that I need to go after. I'm always looking for a new mountain, which I guess brings me to why I joined.
Beforehand, I want to explain. So you're talking about attraction-based marketing. So to reiterate, you used to spend 2 to 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, cold calling, right? And 90% of his business came from that. And I remember when Alex joined me with the coaching, he was like, I am sick and tired of cold calling. Like, I need a new way of business because I'm miserable. And the second I stopped cold calling, my business stopped, right? So he's talking about attraction-based marketing. And so talk a little bit about what you learned and utilized and implemented, because you can learn anything, but if you don't implement it, it doesn't make a difference. In fact, today on our coaching call, you were like, hey, you've met your goals already for the year, or the first 6 months of the year. You were one of the students that have met their goals, and you were like, I make sure I do my videos. I make sure I properly distribute them. I'm out in the community. I'm constantly being seen. Everybody knows who I am because of my attraction-based marketing. So explain more of that, because that is what's working right now. And yeah. I don't care if you're brand new or experienced or middle of the road. This will take your business up to a different level if you do this consistently.
100%. All of the agents I know in your program that actually do the work and implement it have been successful. So it takes time. It's a consistent, reliable thing that you have to do, but it's something that does work over time, and it sets you apart from the competition. There's no doubt about it, right? I guess one of the reasons why I decided the cold calling route wasn't going to work for me long term is those people don't know me from Adam. So when I call them, I have to show them my credibility. I have to show them my authority. I have to show them I know what it is I'm doing every single time. With the video marketing, with the Facebook marketing, those people already know who I am. They've already probably made the decision to hire me as their real estate agent because they see me showing up consistently over and over again, right? And that's why the one thing I tell anyone who gets into your program that they need to do for sure is you need to release at least 2 videos a week. And I don't know how many times I need to beat this horse to get people to do it. But I will see some people who are like, I haven't recorded a video yet, or I've taken it. The mindset stuff is important. It's probably the big thing that you teach out there. When I tell people who are interested in joining your program, I tell them, Krista has a master's in curriculum instruction. So I'm like, we actually have someone who actually studies how to teach things. I'm like, that is amazing. And I've been watching real estate coaches out there for years. I'm always looking for the fresh new thing. I usually have 3 different coaches at any given time, including right now. You're the longest running one. You're my favorite one. But I'm always telling people that, you can hire a real estate coach and they will get you in the top 20%, right? But they're not going to get you to the top 1% like Krista will. Not the way that they teach.
I'm going to send them that clip.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, who are your real estate coaches? I'm going to send them that little clip.
and there are some great real estate coaches out there. I've hired them. It's not a situation where I want to badmouth them. Simply put, you spend money hiring the right people to do things. And I mean, even going through that, one of the reasons I decided to join EXP is when I was looking at their training, I'm someone who spends a liberal arts tuition on personal education every single year. That is something that I really love. When it was presented to me, the 80 hours of additional training and coaching that's available through EXP, and I was looking at that, I was like, this is the Netflix of real estate coaching. And it just so happens that my coach, Krista Mashore, is just the best channel on that. And I was like, that is where I want to be. So the education bit was really, really powerful to someone like me, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, I might not need to spend as much money this year on personal education, which is a huge thing. Within EXP, the other thing that really drove home to me was the collaboration with other agents. I've been a member of your program for 4.5 years. The top agents across the country, if I really were to narrow down probably the top 100 agents across the country that I interact with on a daily basis, I would say the largest portion of them are at EXP. And maybe a good portion of that is because they're within your organization as well. But that's because those are the type of people that we like to work. Those are the type of, we are attracting the people that we want. You've attracted real estate agents that are going to benefit from you the most. And you've created this really great community. Each of us have done that within our communities with our clients, right? And those are the people that I've been interacting with the most. And I always have told people throughout my career, I always want to interact and learn from agents who are at my level, above my level, and approaching my level. I'm not just focusing, if someone's a 4 month in the business, but they're doing something different that's working, I want to know about that. And I've always found that within your organization, that was something that I've been able to, really capitalize on. I also love, and, I think that EXP, I've been watching EXP for, about 5 years. I went through 3 different EXP presentations, and it was actually Jesse Zagorski who sold me on EXP. I remember walking away from that meeting and being like, Jesse, if I ever leave my brokerage, you got me sold, right? and if people don't know, Jesse's your sponsor, right? So I mean,
Jesse is in my organization. He is the one who got me to come to EXP. So if you're watching this, you want to go underneath Alex Mayer, underneath the Krista Mashore organization. If you go directly under Jesse, you don't get me or Alex. So you definitely want to go underneath Alex Mayer, then you get me, Alex, and Jesse. And you get access to like over $12,000 of our coaching, weekly coaching, accountability, daily support, office hours, free CRM. I mean, I cannot tell you how much we offer. I don't believe there's another organization within EXP that offers as much as we do, because we're coaches as well, right? This is part of what we do. So yeah. I love that you're a part of it too, Alex. Like I have been, it's so funny. I talked to Alex. I'm not a huge recruiter, I guess you would say. But I did talk to Alex about it because Alex is so good with people and recruiting, quite frankly. And he's like, Krista, I'll never join EXP. I'm happy where I'm at, blah, 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 for all these different reasons. And here he is, right? So tell me, like, I know you had some issues with your brokerage, but you're saving money on the commissions is one of the reasons. Also, I mean, gosh, I'm actually getting ready to do a video pretty soon here on everything that EXP offers. I mean, I actually had to have my team member meet with EXP to go over all of the different things that EXP offers. And it is unbelievable the amount of resources, from luxury to referrals to relo. I mean, it's insane, to benefits. That's not even to mention stock and all of that, and building your own organization. Without the stock and the building your own organization, what they offer these agents is quite frankly unbelievable. And Glenn Sanford used to be an agent, and he is determined to give agents the resources that they need. It's the fastest growing company in America. No company has ever grown this fast. And I'm not one to push. I'm just like, but I feel like I have to tell people, because it is, I've worked for Remax, Keller Williams, Realty World, Intero. I had my own brokerage. I literally left my own brokerage to open this. And this, quite frankly, is the best one that I found. I mean, I would not say that it doesn't benefit, as much but it's just such a great organization. And I cannot agree with you more as far as the collaboration. And, we attract people like you. Let's go.
Yeah, the collaboration was the huge part, but then also, like you just said, like the partners that I'm with, you, Jesse, Kim Renshaw, who I think is an absolutely amazing partner of mine, because she's a real, Kim and I are actually very, very similar. We're both competitive. We're both driven. We're both growth oriented. I'm I'm this young male hustler, and Kim is actually a really great way for a lot of people, I think, to benefit from my mindset as well. And then you, and then Jesse, and then just on and on. So, I mean, overall, the partners, I've been telling people, like, the partners that I'm with, I don't know if there is a better organization within this company, but overall, I'm very excited about it. I was also big on the digital marketing side of EXP. I mean, they are everywhere. That's my whole brand, right? Is digital. Well, I shouldn't say my whole brand. My brand is digital marketing. What I call the attractive character, which is just being like super personable and easy to work with. You know, I don't want people to feel like I'm too pretentious or anything like that. I want them to feel like they're comfortable talking to me like a normal person. I'm a t-shirt and jeans realtor. That's who I am, right? And then the third thing I always tell people is my dogs. My dogs are about a third of the brand too.
Actually, his whole brand is the dogs. And now, let's not lie. Oh my God, his dogs are everywhere. They're like, they know about Alex, they know about his dogs. They are, and the amount of hair. Gee, are you have fresh both those dogs? Is your mom fresh?
Well, Kaya, the little one, she's only 7 months, so she's not blowing out so much. But Atlas is awful right now. He's almost 2, and he's shedding every day. I'm brushing him for 5 to 10 minutes, but I mean, I still love that dog. It is what it is. Another reason why I decided to join EXP was, you know, it seems to be geared towards top producing agents. And I've been an agent who has ran his own business for 5 years. That was one of my real big things, is I don't want to have a boss. I don't want someone to tell me what to do. I don't want anyone to ever have the opportunity or the ability to shut the faucet off on my business. And as someone who's been running it that way for a long time, you know, this was really attractive to me. That idea of reaching that icon status, which based off of my current production, I should hit relatively quickly. Knowing that there's a lot of other top producers in there. I know that there are a lot of other people that I can learn from. I didn't really have this one in my mind, but one thing that I actually love as well is that the travel opportunities within EXP is amazing. You know this about me. You know, this year my intention is to take 3 months off from work. I usually take about a week off every single month. It's actually one of my key secrets to success, by the way. You tell people you're going on vacation, your phone is going to blow up with business. So it's actually I'm actually, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm actually on vacation. I'm actually out in Oregon right now. So I'm on the first week of a 3-week trip. I'm still working real estate today. Even from here, I have people back home who are helping me out as we're going through that. And then overall, you know, there's just so much within it as well. I mean, like you said earlier, I'm not even touching on the stock, the retirement opportunities, the rev share, the agent attraction side of things. Those things I haven't really focused and dove into so much. But I mean, from education to collaboration, all the other top agents, the digital marketing, the fact that this is a national and really a worldwide brokerage, the people that I'm partnered with, you know, those are all the things that really drove me to decide that this was where I wanted to be. And then the fact that I can, you know, travel. There are even in the last, week since I've joined, I've met with 3 different EXP agents on my way from Minnesota to Oregon as I drove out here. And these are all top producing agents that I've known for a while, but and even if one of them, I was like, oh wait, you're EXP too. That's how vast and large this organization is growing. And then within the partnership that we have, it just seems like a really big opportunity. And with my personal core value of freedom, this is an organization that gives me exactly that. It allows me the opportunity to teach, which is something that I absolutely love to do. I pull back the curtains on everything when it comes to real estate. I'm absolutely terrible for it. I will give away the farm and explain everything because I'm happy and I want people to feel like they can learn and they can take away something good whenever they talk to me.
It's so true because I remember when we talked, you were like, Krista, what do you love doing? You're like, I love to teach. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's find some opportunities where you can start teaching. We even talked about that, like with what you're going to teach within our own organizations. I'm super excited to have you start that whenever you're ready. But Alex, this was a great interview. I'm not kidding. I loved it. You're just so well spoken and you just said everything so well. And you can just tell it's really coming from your heart. And I am just so happy and excited to be partners with you. And, too, when Alex came to me about joining, I said, Alex, I want you to go under someone different. I didn't put him directly under me because I didn't think it was the best thing for him specifically. And so just know that what we do within the organization is we place you where we feel would be your best fit, right? And it's more about the person and who they would be the best fit for than just, making money off of them. So welcome. And I hope you all found this super, super valuable. Go back and listen. There were so many nuggets there. If you would like to learn more from Alex, to pick his brain, even to learn more about EXP, Alex, where can they find you?
I'm actually really easy to find. I'm on Facebook myself. It's Alex, like the great, Mayor, like mayor of a town. It's an E instead of an O, so Mayer. You can find me on Facebook, super easy to find. I always tell people you can reach out to me directly through Messenger. You can also call, text me. My contact information's everywhere, but this is something that I'm really eager to get started on. I've taught people for a long time on time management, about making sure that you get a lot. I tell people I can get 10 times more in the first 3 hours of one day than most agents will get done in a month. And I firmly do believe that. And that's something that I've trained all of the agents that I've brought on over the course of the years. If you want to know more about how to develop a lifestyle based around those values of freedom, about how you can actually take time off. And then also, I don't do the phone prospecting so much anymore, but I've been training this stuff to agents for 7.5 years. I've actually done coachings within your program. And it's titled One Call Starts It All. And that is how it works. And to this day, I don't make prospecting calls anymore, because what you've taught me has made my business so successful that I usually get anywhere between 4 and 5 clients reaching out to me every single week. So I don't have to do that anymore. Every now and then, just to make myself feel better, I will get on the phone to see what happens. And usually within an hour, I'll pick out 1 or 2 clients, which drives me a little bit nuts because I see all the opportunity that I'm leaving out on the table there. But at the end of the day, this is about making sure that we're living a good lifestyle, that many of us got into this business for the freedom aspect. And it's something that with that comes a great deal of responsibility as well. And my whole philosophy has been designed around being very intentional about how I run my business and doing it in an effective way so that I can do the best service for my clients, for the agents that I've trained over the course of the years, for the agents that I'm looking forward to bring on as we kind of move along. The beautiful thing about anyone who wants to, join underneath me is, I got access to Krista, and Krista's amazing. Like I said, I've been looking at other coaches for my entire career, and Krista's the number 1 real estate coach out there. There's no doubt in my mind as far as that goes. Again, if you want to reach out to me.
They also get you. And I mean, you are like wealth of knowledge. You love teaching and sharing, and you can not only, you can help them implement the areas that we're training them on. And that's not always easy to do. People need the support. And so when you go under Alex, you get Alex and myself and, people above him and Jesse. So it's really a great collaboration.
Yeah,
in fact,
it really is a dream partnership. Really is.
It is. And I'll tell you something, it doesn't matter who you join. I will say it does matter. You want to make sure you join someone that's going to be able to help you, support you. I don't care if you're with EXP or Keller Williams or whoever you're with, make sure you're joining a team or an organization that is going to support you and that give you the tools and resources that you need to succeed. Alex, thank you. I always end every single podcast with it. There's one thing, both personal and or business. There's one thing you would tell someone. It does not have to be business. It can be personal. What would that be?
Ooh, can I say 2?
You can.
Can I say 2? Can I cheat? All right. So the first one is you always has to be about the clients first. What can we do to help our clients have the most success? What is it that we can do, not only just to get them the most success, but to make sure that they feel taken care of and that they're actually being properly served throughout the process, which is why my whole core values, education, communication, responsiveness. That's what I feel my clients are looking for. That's what I offer. And that is what I'm going to fight for every single day. The second thing that I would say is, life's too short. Make sure you're taking time to yourself. Make sure that you are doing what is necessary to take care of yourself. If you are going to keep running yourself ragged in this business, you will not be able to take care of number 1, which is the clients. Well, really, number 1's you, but you're not going to be able to take care of the clients if you're not taking care of yourself.
Can I please tell you that, hallelujah on that, like looking back, I did not realize how much I worked until I was coaching. And I mean, I did not realize, still in 150, 170 homes a year, I did not realize how hard it was. And I lost a lot. So please do not be like me and take, 17 years to figure it out. Take care of yourself.
And let's be honest, we absolutely love what we do. We are so passionate. We would work ourselves to death if we could.
But it's so much. Alex, thank you so much. And remember, Alex Mayer, ALEXMAYER. That's ALEXMAYER. Go find him on social media. And if you'd like to learn more about what we can do to support your business and to help you grow, even if in the times that are going on, many of our people say they've never been busier in their life. So the market's in between your ears. You just need to learn how to grab more market share. Alex, thank you. Say bye. Bye, everyone. I'm Krista Mashore. I hope this is helpful. Be sure to subscribe. And every single month, I have a virtual online 3-day event where I go over these strategies and so much more that helps agents and teaches them what's working right now in real estate. So look at the link, click somewhere onto this page, and I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.